Welcome to the Melanin Wellness Podcast, your go-to destination for all things health, beauty, and wellness and empowerment for the Black community. The Melanin Wellness Podcast is more than just a podcast. It's a celebration of diversity, resilience, and self-love. I believe that wellness should be accessible to everyone, and here I aim to provide a platform where we can share our knowledge, inspire positive change, and uplift our communities. I'm your host, Cori, and this is the podcast for seekers on knowledge of wellness in every aspect. I'm thrilled to embark on this journey with you. Now let's transition into today's show. So here's the thing, sis. When you root for another woman, you're not just lifting her up. You're lifting yourself up too. Supporting other women isn't just about being kind. It's about creating a cycle of strength, inspiration, and success that comes full circle. Today, we're talking about how to lift as you climb and why empowering other women is one of the most powerful ways for you to grow and heal together. Now let's get into it. But before we do, you know we always start every show with 30 seconds of gratitude. Today I am grateful for rest. I had been in a space where I was not resting. So like for the last week or so, I had not been getting a full night's rest, and it was taking its toll. So I'm so grateful for the amazing rest that I got last night. I'd also been feeling very overwhelmed lately, so the rest was good. I am grateful for my health. My health has increased exponentially over the years, and as I've gotten older, I've gotten better at taking care of myself. And I am grateful for community. Listen, community is one of those things that you cannot put a price on. The tribe that you build along the way, those are the people that are going to give you that boost when you need it. And oftentimes they don't even recognize how important they are to you. So to my tribe, to my community, I thank you. Now, that was probably more than 30 seconds of gratitude, and that's okay because you hear it every week. Living in a space of gratitude and practicing gratitude on a daily basis, it shifts your vibration. And not only does it shift your vibration, but it also opens you up to receive as well as to give more. All of the dreams and manifestations and things that you have in place for your life, start adding gratitude to that practice and watch how all of those things start to come to fruition. I had to take a sip of tea, y'all. I'm a little under the weather, but we're going to push on. All right. Now, I want to talk about why it matters to lift others as you climb. Let's start with this. Society loves to pit women against each other. We've all seen it, all the cattiness. We see it on social media. We see it on reality TV. We even see it within family units. We've seen it. But the competition mindset or the scarcity mindset, it says that if she wins, I lose. But sis, that's not true. It is a bold-faced lie. Many of us are taught this through our various lived experiences as we grow up, that if somebody else wins, we are losing. So that mindset is often ingrained in us, and it causes us to make moves that not only undercut other women, but it also doesn't even help us. So we definitely got to cut that out. Supporting other women breaks generational cycles of competition and creates community instead of isolation. It shows us each what is possible. And when you see another woman rise, it doesn't dim your light. It shines a light on what is possible for you too. There's more than enough room at the top. And when we cheer each other on, we're not giving up our power. we're multiplying it. The moves we are trying to make collectively are more powerful together. Nobody is out here doing it all on their own. And if they are, I promise you, they're not nearly as successful as they could be with a tribe of supportive women around them. Now I want to talk about the ripple effect of empowerment. So let me give you an example. In November, I went to the Achi Magazine Awards where I had been nominated in 4 different categories. Now, honestly, to be honest with y'all, when I first got the nomination, I didn't even think it was real. I started Googling when I got the email because I was just like, okay, this is coming from out of nowhere. But it was real. And I went on for months leading up to it. And honestly, I did not expect to win. I did not. I expected to go for the experience as I've done for so many other things and just give myself the speech that it wasn't for you this time, or, maybe next year, or, you didn't even know that you were, a contender, or, the various things that we tell ourselves in order to soften the blow of not winning. But you still walk away feeling unimportant and not valued. However, I did win. I actually won one of the categories, which was Entrepreneur of the Year, which was a complete shock for me because out of all the categories that I was nominated in, it was the least likely category for me to win, at least in my head. I felt celebrated. I felt empowered. I felt seen. That community of women has surrounded me and lifted me up with so much support. And so when that happened, it gave me that necessary boost to feel like I can keep going. Because like y'all, I was on the brink of like hanging it all up. Okay, I was tired. So think about the last time someone celebrated you, whether it was a friend hyping you up, a mentor opening a door, or even someone sharing your work. How did that make you feel? Seen, valued, inspired? This is what happens when we lift each other up. And here's the magic. It doesn't stop there. When you support another woman's dream, you help her build confidence to chase her goals. When you pour into her, it inspires her to pay it forward. When we grow together, we create a ripple effect. More success, more representation, more healing. Now let's talk about how lifting others lifts you. Because there's the gift in giving, right? You hear that all the time. You've heard that since you was a kid, but it really is true. Supporting other women not just helps you, but it helps you too. And let's talk about how it helps you. Number one, it builds your community, builds your tribe. So by lifting others, you create deeper, more meaningful connections. And these are the people who will show up for you when you need them. Just like I talked about before, the people that are going to call you out the blue, text you out the blue if they haven't heard from you, to say, hey, sis, what's going on? You good? I'm just checking in. I haven't heard from you in a bit. Those are the people that you need. Those are the connections you have to focus on building, because those will be the ones that will help you climb. Therefore, you can help them climb. It shifts your mindset. Again, it goes back to, remember when I talked about gratitude at the beginning of the episode? Shifting that mindset, shifting that vibration. It is key because it takes you out of that scarcity mindset that's been so ingrained in so many of us. You start seeing abundance instead of that scarcity. Success becomes something that we can all share, and you realize it's enough for us all. It also grows your confidence. When you cheer others on, you are reminded of your own strength, your own potential, your own Black girl magic. Their wins remind you of what's possible for you, and how even when you're ready to give up, because y'all, when I tell y'all I've been ready to give up on stuff so many times because it just feels like I'm just doing stuff, as my 14-year-old would say. But when you look around and you see others around you, your tribe, cheering you on, they're winning, you're happy, genuinely happy in your soul for them. You see, wait, I can do this. I can keep doing this. I got to keep fighting. I got to keep pushing. Here's a quick mindset shift for you. Instead of saying, why her? Ask, why not me? And then follow with, and how can I cheer her on? Because understand this, your mind is far more powerful than anything that comes out of your mouth. See, people think that they can just say stuff and it comes to fruition. That's not how it works. That's a part of manifestation. Your mind is far more powerful than whatever comes out of your mouth, because we can say anything, but what we really think, what we really feel, what we really believe is in our minds. And trust me when I tell you, the law of attraction, the universe, whatever you call it, already knows that. So if you say one thing, but your mind's thinking the opposite, I promise you, whatever you're thinking in your mind is what will come to fruition. So if you're believing, why her? Why not me? Why couldn't I do it? Why this? Why that? And that negativity, I promise you, will manifest itself tenfold before your positive words, which are not really what you mean. Shift your mindset. All right. So simple ways to start lifting as you climb. Let's make this practical. How can you start lifting up other women today? It doesn't take a big gesture. It's about showing small, meaningful shows of support, whether it is on social media, somebody that you really vibe with. You are liking her posts, you are sharing her posts, you are commenting meaningful comments on her posts to help increase her engagement. Whether you see someone who has written a book and you're like, hey, I want to get that book and I want to help support her by promoting it to my people and letting everybody know. If you can afford the book, you can share, you can comment, you can post, you can call her, text your friends, text your tribe, call your tribe, inbox your tribe. Those are small shows of support. And when you can give bigger support, then do so. So hyping her up, complimenting her work, her hustle, her style. Let her know that you see her, because I'm going to just tell you something right now. When you see someone, when I see someone in public, that even if I don't know her, if she is slaying, I'm telling her, oh sis, you cute today. All right, you got that working. Your shoes are everything. That outfit is everything. Your hair, you are beautiful. And it takes a lot of people off guard simply because we are so accustomed to people walking past us and giving us dirty looks instead of complimenting us that it does take people off guard. But I don't care, because at the end of the day, girl, you look good today. That you don't know what that can do for somebody else's day. Like I said, share her work, post about her business, her podcast, her book, whatever she's got working on. Your support can open doors for you and you not even realize it, because you don't know everybody that you know knows, if that makes any sense. You just don't know. Offer advice or mentorship if she's open to that. Or if you've learned something on your journey that you feel like can help her out, pull her to the side. You don't have to have a big audience to do so. Pull her to the side and share it. Help another woman who struggles with something that you've already dealt with. Each one teach one, right? And finally, be genuine. Support without expectation. Do it to not necessarily get it back, even though you definitely should get support in return. And we aren't going to just sit around and just be a support train when we're not getting support in return, right? But support people that you genuinely rock with, and do it because her success is important to you, and you recognize that her success is a win for all of us. Now, the takeaway that I want to give you today is that there is power in lifting others as you climb. Supporting another woman's success, another business's success, another Black person's success doesn't take away from your own. It doesn't make you less fabulous. It doesn't make your business less valid. It adds to it. Because when you start to support other people, they're looking at like, hey, what do you got going on? See how that works? That trickle-down effect. We are stronger together, and when we root for each other, we all win. So today I challenge you to hype up another sister in your life. Send her a text, share her work, celebrate her wins, because sis, when you lift her up, you're lifting yourself up too. If you love today's episode, share it with a woman who needs to hear this message. Tag me at Cori Dion on all social media platforms. I'm everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Fanbase, even Lemonade, I'm there, and Blue Sky. Tag me. Let me know what resonated with you, and let's keep this circle of support growing. And until next time, keep lifting, keep climbing, and keep shining.